Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to Talking The Orville on Egotastic FunTime, your #1 source for everything going on in the 25th century. Jaloja! So here we are, still waiting on Season 3 of The Orville to begin, and I have a little piece of information, a picture taken by Seth MacFarlane, a seemingly innocent picture of the Season 3 set, a piece of the set. There's some stuff going on in my brain just by looking at this picture, you guys. So what Seth posted, and as we know, the Orville Season 3 is very close to almost being completely wrapped up as far as filming goes. Like I said in earlier videos, so many of the actors, lead actors, have been wrapped. It's so close to being done. So now they're starting to let out more pictures. And this picture that was taken by Seth himself is of the Planetary Union emblem, which we've seen a million times. It says Planetary Union Central, and it has the regular Orville logo, and as we see the stars that have always been on the sign. But there is a new star up in the upper left corner that was not there before on the emblem. If you go back to episode 1, the pilot, we can see right here, there's no big star up in the left hand corner. But also if you look outside of the Union Central building in New York, right there next to Central Park, you'll see the sign on the building does have a bunch of stars on it, but the one on the walls do not. Now there is a new star, this is a new set, this is a new season, and this is a sign. Actually, when Tom Constantino posted this, he said, and I quote, "It's a sign. It's a new sign. It's a new sign on a new set. It's a new sign on a new set," with a picture taken by Seth MacFarlane, SMF, who signed off on posting it. In my mind, this picture is a sign. Of a sign, of course, but no, it's a coded message right there, in my opinion, that this is a sign, and we see that new star. What does it mean? Does it mean that we have a new member joining the Union by the end of Season 3? Of course, I assume that means the Krill, who we started a treaty with in Season 2 to fight against the Kalon. We need each other to go up against the huge threat to all sentient life in the galaxy, the Kalon. Does this mean that at some point in Season 3, my guess is the end of Season 3, and I'm going to get into more about what this simple picture means to me, and it gets my brain firing, having to do a lot more than with the Krill joining the Union, which I'm pretty sure it feels to me that this big star on the sign means that the Krill eventually join. It's a nice moment, it's a nice symbol, it's a nice sign of things to come. And I want all of you to get out your Egotastic FunTime Talking The Orville prediction sheet, which you've made at home, I'm assuming, because I don't have one for you guys to download, but I think I might actually create one for you guys to download that has all my predictions, so that when Season 3 comes out, you can start grading my predictions for Season 3. I've had predictions like, I think they're doing time travel as a big motif in Season 3, not just a simple episode, but I think time travel is going to be part of what's going on in Season 3. I have that prediction that Isaac, in the hopes of getting over his breakup with Claire, or trying to get back with Claire, is going to take some bad advice from John Lamar and start flirting with a bunch of girls on the ship to try to make Claire jealous, or just to try to move on and get a connection with somebody else, being that his subroutine's gotten used to having Claire in his life, and maybe he thinks he can replicate that with somebody else and not have to worry about Claire so much. I've made the prediction that the Caliban are going to return, and that they're going to need our help in getting over what we did to them in Season 1 when we introduced reality television to them. What did that do? How did that affect their society? And my other really exciting prediction that I really hope comes true, because it's just so juicy, is that the multiphasic people from the Season 1 finale, Mad Idolatry, that planet that phases in and out of our universe, is actually in our universe in a different time, and actually those people are the ones that end up creating the Kalon, being that they were introduced to Isaac and Isaac left, and after Isaac left, I'm assuming that they're like, hey, we want some more robots. Isaac was pretty cool, let's make some. They can do our work for us. And then it ends up being a self-fulfilling prophecy when Kelly visits that society and then Isaac ends up living on that planet for 700 years. That's a juicy one. That's going to be worth at least 20,000 points if that one comes true, but we'll have to wait and see. But my other prediction was inspired by this sign, this Planetary Union Central sign with the extra star. And it's the prediction, simple prediction, the Krill joins the Union. But the main thing that this makes me think about are the stakes for Season 3. Season 3 is huge. Season 3 is big. It's going to be big in scope, big in story, big in adventures, and with much bigger episodes. The stakes in Season 2 were incredibly high with the Kalon. The entire all sentient life in the galaxy is at risk. And we saw what happens in the alternate Kelly timeline when things don't go right. We actually got to see in that alternate timeline what happens after the entire Planetary Union was destroyed by the Kalon and the survivors trying to pick up the pieces, and Ed and Kelly and the crew trying to mess with time again to put things right that once went wrong. So how are they going to up the stakes in Season 3? But what if in Season 3, with the stakes being so much higher, the problem is not the destruction of the Planetary Union, but the Planetary Union never coming to form. Somebody's messed with time. It could have been the crew had an accident again, and it ended up making it so the Planetary Union never existed at all, and they have to have a huge time travel adventure in order to put that right, in order to make sure that the Planetary Union is formed, or else all will be lost and we'll have just a dystopian future, which is pretty much what our lives are going to be anyway. That's another great thing that the Orville provides for us fans, an escape into things in the future being awesome as opposed to where they're really going. So I see this picture, this Planetary Union Central emblem on a new set. Who knows if the Planetary Union in this new timeline will actually even be in New York anymore. But we do have a new member, I would assume, with this new star. Or maybe it could just have been an artistic choice to say, hey, you know what, another star would look good right there. That's also a possibility. But like Tom Costantino said in his post on Twitter, you could check it out, it's a sign. I saw the sign, it opened up my eyes. So I want to know what you guys think about this behind the scenes picture of a new set coming up in Season 3 with this new sign. Is it just an artistic choice, or does it actually mean something? And do you think it's possible that the stakes are going to be so high in Season 3 that we're going to have to deal with the fact that the Planetary Union might never have happened, and Ed and the crew have to travel through time and do all kinds of stuff to put things back in the correct order? They've opened up Pandora's box with this show when it comes to time travel and alternate timelines. And alternate timelines and time travel are super popular right now. It's something that's in people's minds right now, this type of adventure. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. And I also want to give a big thank you to the Patreon supporters and the channel members here that have allowed this Egotastic FunTime experiment to be going on for 2.5 years. 2.5 years ago, I quit my job and went full-time with trying to be a content creator. And if you want to help support this Egotastic experiment continue, please consider becoming a Patreon. There's a link right down there below. I'll see you very soon, and as always, I hope all your times are Egotastic fun times. Love you, bye-bye!
Egotastic fun time, we're gonna have a great time. Egotastic fun time, give me all your money. Give him all your money. You will find it funny. Just give me money. I love money. Give me all your 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 money.